A single 2004D Jefferson nickel selling for nearly $12,000 sounds like internet fantasy. But for a few rare keelboat nickels, that number became very real. Coin hunters across the country still search rolls of nickels, hoping to spot one tiny detail that changes everything. The 2004 keelboat nickel wasn't an ordinary design update. Most entered circulation unnoticed. But inside the mint, speed creates mistakes. Massive coin presses strike metal blanks with tremendous force every second. When dies crack, shift, or become damaged, rare error coins are born, and collectors treat them like buried treasure. One of the most wanted varieties is the double die error. Some 2004D keelboat nickels show noticeable doubling on lettering or design details around the boat. Lower grade examples may sell for around $100, but strong double dies in mint state condition can climb beyond $2,500. Another thrilling discovery is the off-center strike. These coins were struck while the blank was slightly out of place. En mogs sen day, leaving part of the design missing. Minor off-centers may bring $80 to $400, but dramatic examples with the full date visible have sold for more than $3,000. Collectors also chase the mysterious struck-through errors. During production, grease or debris blocked part of the design from striking correctly. Some coins appear to have faded details on Jefferson's face or sections of the keelboat. Depending on severity, values range from $150 to over $7,200. Then come the dangerous-looking die cracks. These raised lines appear when the coin die begins breaking apart after repeated use. Small cracks are affordable collector pieces, often worth $40 to $150, but large die breaks, stretching across the boat, can push values into the high hundreds. And then there's the factor that changes everything: condition. An average circulated keelboat nickel is usually worth only 5 cents. But once a coin reaches MS60 or better, collectors begin paying attention. Sharp details, clean surfaces, and original mint luster can multiply value fast. Coins graded by PCGS or NGC often bring the strongest prices, especially if they carry rare mint errors. That's how certain elite examples have approached the shocking 12,000 level. So next time you hear loose change rattling in a jar, don't ignore those nickels. One overlooked keelboat coin with the right mistake could still be floating quietly through circulation, waiting for someone sharp enough to recognize the treasure. A 2004 Jefferson nickel selling for over $12,000 sounds impossible, until you realize collectors are fighting over a few rare pieces, hiding in ordinary change. One specific version, the 2004D Jefferson nickel from the Piece Metal design series, has become a modern treasure hunt among coin hunters across America. Most people overlook this coin because it doesn't look flashy. But behind that smooth copper nickel surface is a story connected to the Lewis and Clark expedition. In 2004, the U.S. Mint redesigned the Jefferson nickel for the first time in decades. The reverse showed the famous piece metal exchanged between explorers and Native American tribes during America's westward expansion. Coins from Denver carried the D mint mark. Philadelphia used P, and proof versions from San Francisco showed the S mint mark. Millions were made, but only a tiny number became valuable because of minting mistakes. Inside the mint, coin blanks move through giant presses at incredible speed. When the machinery slips, wears down, or becomes contaminated, strange errors are born, and collectors notice immediately. One of the first errors treasure hunters search for is the doubled die variety. On certain 2004D piece metal nickels, parts of the lettering and date show slight doubling. Some examples sell between $150 and $700, while stronger double dies in higher mint state grades can jump beyond $2,000. Then comes the exciting off-center strike. These coins were struck while misaligned, leaving part of the design cut off. Smaller off-centers may bring $75 to $300, but dramatic examples with visible dates and mint marks have sold for over $3,000. Another mystery collectors love is the struck-through error. Tiny debris or grease interrupted the strike, creating missing or distorted details. Some pieces only carry small premiums, but unusual struck-through examples featuring major design interruptions can command $500 to $2,500. And don't ignore die crack errors. Cracked dies leave raised lines across the coin, sometimes slicing through the piece metal design itself. Minor cracks might sell for $50, while dramatic die breaks can reach several $100s. But the real game changer is condition. A worn 2004D piece metal nickel might only buy a snack, but when collectors find one grading MS-65 Ohio with blazing luster and almost no marks, values explode. Certified examples from PCGS or NGC attract serious competition, especially if an error is involved. Some elite specimens with rare combinations have reportedly approached the shocking $12,000 range. That's why experienced coin hunters never trust appearances. Somewhere in an old piggy bank, coin roll, or forgotten drawer, a seemingly ordinary nickel could still be waiting to reveal a tiny flaw worth a fortune. Have you ever imagined that a small 2005 Jefferson nickel with a buffalo on the back could secretly be worth over $9,000? Most people spend these coins without a second look, but a few rare examples hiding in collections and pocket change have shocked collectors with unbelievable prices. And the craziest part? Some of them look completely normal at first glance. Back in 2005, the United States Mint released the famous Jefferson Bison nickel as part of the Westward Journey series. Unlike modern designs people were used to seeing, this coin brought back the rugged spirit of the American frontier. The reverse featured a massive American bison inspired by the classic buffalo nickel design from the early 1900s. The Philadelphia Mint struck millions of these coins, marked with a small P mint mark. Denver versions carried a D, while proof coins from San Francisco used the S mint mark. But not every 2005 P Bison nickel came out perfect. During the minting process, metal blanks are fed into high pressure, dies that strike the design in a fraction of a second. When something goes wrong during this process, rare mint errors are created, and collectors pay serious money for them. One of the most searched varieties is the double die error. On some nickels, parts of the lettering or date appear slightly doubled under magnification. Lower grade examples might sell for around $80 to $300, but sharper mint state pieces have crossed well above $1,000. Then there's the dramatic off-center strike. These happen when the coin blank shifts during striking, leaving part of the design missing. Minor off-centers may sell for $50, but extreme examples with visible dates can reach $2,000 or more depending on condition. Another fascinating error is the struck-through nickel, where grease, debris, or foreign material interrupts the strike. Some of these coins show missing details on the Buffalo or Jefferson portrait. Values range from $100 to over $1,500 for unusual examples. Collectors also hunt for die crack errors. These appear as raised lines caused by damaged dies during production. Small cracks may only bring modest premiums, but large dramatic die breaks can push values into the several $100 range. Now here's where things become truly serious. Condition. A regular circulated 2005 P Bison nickel is usually worth face value. But when a coin grades MS-60 or higher, prices begin climbing fast. Coins with strong luster, minimal marks, and certified grading from companies like PCGS or NGC attract aggressive bidding. Rare era combinations in high mint state grades have reportedly pushed toward the shocking $9,000 level. So before you ignore that old Jefferson nickel sitting in a jar or drawer, check the Buffalo carefully, because one tiny minting mistake could turn a 5-cent coin into a collector's jackpot.